Hi everyone, this is Hayden Master Healer coming to you guys with a quick reading of the COVID-19. And when I see COVID-19, things are going to come back to normal. And I just want to give a brief recap and letting you guys know that back in February 26, 2020, I was one of the first persons to predict that where the COVID-19 was heading for Trinidad, Jamaica, DR, all these other countries, especially Canada, Africa. I call a lot of places. I call the exact states: Boston, New York. All these states I call. I mean, you can go back. You see in my receipts where I predicted. I even predicted that a lot of Asian Americans would have been getting attacked. So I just want to clarify that, let you guys know that I was one of the first back then from February 26th. I was able to tell you guys exactly what states, what countries was going to get the COVID-19 hit. San Francisco, all these places I call that was going to get hit hard with COVID-19 back in from February 26th. Also too, back on April the 2nd, 2020, I was one of the first psychics to predict that I saw vaccines in 6 months' time. Then when you look, you see back in November of 2020, you see vaccines was announced. I was one of the first, and then on May 7th, I had announced that I see temporary vaccines, because basically these vaccines that we have, these are temporary vaccines. I told everybody that and then I said on May 7th, 2020, that we're going to get a more stronger vaccine, maybe like in 15 to 18 months. I had said that on May 7th, 2020. And then April 2nd, 2020, I had said that we're going to get temporary vaccines. Vaccines are going to come out. So I was one of the first psychics to say that a year ago, more than that. So definitely I want to say, and I say that during 15 to 18 months, we'll get a strong vaccine that we will knock out this COVID-19 permanently. But as I say, these vaccines that we have here now are temporary vaccines. I predicted that. And definitely I would advise anybody, please try and take your vaccines. I'm not here to tell you guys which vaccines to take, but definitely I will be taking mine at some point in time. And I make sure that my family know to take their shots, whichever one that the spirit feel. I always tell everybody go from within, and whichever one that your spirit tell you to take, I think you should always take that. Follow your heart, follow your vibes. And I just want to say that right now you see with the government here, with this administration, they said that that you guys should be wearing masks. If you take your shots, to wear masks. But I want to say that I am seeing, from a spiritual point of view, I'm seeing that we're going to get a spike. We're going to get a big spike this summer, because what I'm seeing, a lot of people will be making up stuff and saying that they take the vaccines now, because there's no proof. A lot of people will say, yes, I take the vaccine. They're not going to wear no mask, especially in the public. But I see a lot of confusion, a lot of problems during the summertime with people not wearing masks. So anybody that who is a subscriber, anybody that know me and know my predictions, always been solid. My advice to you guys, what I'm seeing, that some of you guys, please still wear a mask, including myself. I tell all my family members, please wear a mask. I think that what happened, you can tell a lot of the banks and all the lobbying groups, all the restaurants and all these big companies, and they want people to be back out by 4th of July, by July. So that's why they want people, they're going to rush and vaccinate a lot of people. But I still see a lot of confusion. I see a lot of pushback. A lot of people is not going to still take the vaccines because we have a lot of disinformation. And I hope that this administration here be able to control some of this disinformation. And I see a lot of confusion, and I see some people's, I see a lot of confusion with the vaccines. You've seen a lot of people spreading a lot of disinformation, and I hope that this administration here really get things under control with the disinformation. And I've been saying this since last year, that if all of us put aside red states versus blue states, and we all be on the same page, I believe 100% that we would have been way better off than how we is right now. But definitely this summer, as I'm predicting that I see a big spike, it's going to spike. And I believe that with the CDC and I'm saying that it's okay if you get your shots, you don't have to wear any mask outside. I think that was a big mistake, and I see some people will be going about their business and they know that they haven't taken the shots, and they will be spreading. I see a lot of spreading of the virus with people who are not going to take the vaccines. And I see people who take the shots, and I'm telling people out there, please wear your mask still. We're not out of the woods yet. The only time that I see things is going to get back to normal. We'll feel a little bit better normal. It'll be a year again from now, by spring of 2022. Or by spring of 2022, summer into fall, September of 2022, things will be back to normal. But I see by next year, spring, things will feel much better this year. But you see it spiking in India. Send our condolences to people over in India, and it's going to be spiking a lot in some places too. People in Trinidad have to be careful, especially with the Brazilian variant that is running around. I hope that it don't catch while in places like in some of the Caribbean islands, but we got to pray for everyone. But I see definitely by spring of next year, things are going to feel much more better. Hopefully that a lot of people here, we could get the right information to tell people to take the shots. But I think the biggest mistake that what I'm seeing with the CDC and them telling people to take off the mask, I think that is a big mistake. But I think the administration, you could see that is the lobbying from the business groups and stuff, the restaurants and stuff. You know, Mother's Day coming up, they need people out in the restaurants. They don't really care. But you as consumers out there and people out there, you're going about your business, please wear your mask. Don't try to be no hero. This is not over yet. I see things is going to spike back up, and a lot of people out here who are not wearing any masks, a lot of people is not going to be taking the vaccine. I see a lot of people not taking the vaccines, you know, so that is the problem. So some people will be taking the vaccines, and then some people will end up getting COVID-19 again. So I see some people, see a lot of confusion with the vaccines again, more confusion, disinformation. But definitely we all will have to take the vaccine. I'm not going to tell you guys which vaccine to take and which one not to take and all that. I'm not here for that. I'm just want to tell everybody, please wear your mask, and things is going to feel a little much better. By spring of next year, things will feel a little back to normal. But by the time September roll around 2022, we'll be out to the woods. But definitely this year, I see similar problems for like last year. You're going to see a lot of crime, a lot of disinformation. You see Asians still getting attacked. I predicted that from back in February 26. I still see Asian, as much as the past a hate crimes bill against Asian, I see a lot of Asians still going to be getting attacked. If you're Asian out there, please don't be by yourself. Don't be by yourself in the night. Any Asians, please, if you're hearing this, be careful. I see a lot of people, some people are going to be picking on you guys. So please stay in groups and try not to be out by yourself at night. Females, male, older, Asians. I predicted that, and I'm warning you guys, please don't, be careful out there. But definitely I'm seeing by spring of 2022 things are going to be back to normal. We're going to feel much better. But here in the States, I see the COVID-19 be bouncing around still, because a lot of people is not going to take the shots. A lot of people will be lying. I think that the biggest mistake the CDC made is by telling people they don't have to wear masks. But the reason why they said that is a strategy in order for people to go to the restaurant, go to the malls and stuff. I know it's all about business, because you know money is the god. One thing in this country, nobody cares about anybody. Basically, everybody's on their own. That's how I see it here. Nobody really cares about anybody. Most people only care about the circle of friends and the family, the kids, and whatever best friends that they like, and maybe the uncle, the grandparents. That's about it. But most of the time, everybody more for themselves. So most people really don't really care so much about other people. So unless you look like them or something like that, unless you look just like that other person, that's the only time somebody will feel a little pain or anything like that. But definitely I'm seeing spring of 2022 things will start to feel a little normal. Into summer, by September, definitely 2022 things will be back to normal 100%. But for now, I still see in the States here in America, things will be bouncing around this summer. If I were any celebrity, anybody, trying to do any big deals. I think next year will be a better time to do a lot of things because COVID will be still bouncing around. So and I think the biggest mistake what I see with the CDC and I'm telling people to remove masks after they take the shots, I think there's a big mistake because the problem is that I'm seeing a lot of confusion and disinformation. The whole thing, as I told you guys, you gotta remember there's a lot of politics between red states and blue states, a lot of politics. You gotta remember if Biden administration is successful getting the COVID-19 under control before the year is up, remember that is a sure good sign for Biden administration for the midterm elections. Remember, if things are bad and people in America haven't got the vaccine and and COVID is still spreading around and a lot of disinformation keeps spreading, that favors the Republicans more. So there's a lot of politics, a lot of people. You have a lot of people getting rich off of COVID. Some people want COVID to stick around, to linger around. It benefits them, and some people really want COVID to disappear so life could go back to normal, and it'll benefit one set and next set of people don't want COVID to be over. They'll love it like this. They're eating, they're making a lot of money. But what I'm seeing spiritually, what I'm seeing, and by 2022, spring of 2022, summer, things will be way better than this year. But I see the biggest mistake I see that the CDC, they should have never let people go out without masks. But I see the reason why they did it because the business people were lobbying in this government that they wanted people out for the restaurants and stuff, because a lot of restaurant people are hurting. I understand all that, and I agree with that for the business people. I have no problem with that. But I think it's just a wrong move. I think people should still keep on their masks, even if they get the vaccines. I think it's just bad because this COVID is going to be still around. And this wave here is coming here. I predicted the second and third wave and stuff. I predicted all that in my previous blogs. You see all my receipts. You go to the spiritualfixer.com. You click on my predictions. You see all my past COVID-19 predictions. A lot of them came true. And so I just want to say, you guys, please wear a mask. Things are going to be okay. If you guys need to get vaccine, please get your vaccine because it will help. But as I say, I see a lot of confusion, disinformation out there, and people need to follow your heart, follow your gut. I'm not going to tell you what vaccine to take, but I see definitely things are going to get better. But next year, spring into summer, or by fall of next year, schools, things will be feeling much more better. But this year, I still see a lot of COVID-19 still bouncing around still. It's not going to go down as much as we're going to have a lot of vaccines here for distribution, but I see a lot of disinformation, and the biggest mistake I think the CDC make is telling people that they don't have to wear masks. They open the floodgates for a lot of people to be like, you'll see like in New York and Philadelphia and these big cities and stuff, you'll see a lot of people wearing no masks in the public. I think that they create a whole set of confusion. You're going to see things, it's going to be real haywire. I tell you guys, crime, I've been predicting that a long time. I tell you guys, crime will be out of control. You see a lot of shooting. Every week you'll see some mass shootings. I predicted that. You see all my videos there down there that I predicted all these things last year in my blog. And only this year I decided to start doing videos just to give you guys a heads up. This is not from any clout, any disinformation. I always see things, so I put it out there. I decided to start doing the video, but I used to have them in the blog, and I realized a lot of people don't read anymore like before. So I said, let me start doing the videos just to give you guys a heads up, to let people know the truth. I told you guys to stock up on food. You look back in all my blogs, I told you guys since February, I told you guys stock up on food. Get 6 months of food. Get your generator. I've been warning you guys, telling you guys, please stock up on food. And think food is the biggest commodity, not Gucci and Prada and all this material stuff. You can't eat that, you need food to put in your temple. Your body is your temple, so you want to stay healthy and eat your organic food and stuff. So but things are going to get back to normal. This administration is trying the best, but a lot of pushback. You see a lot of disinformation. As I say, a lot of people don't want the administration to they want them to fail. If they fail, it works better for the other side. And if they succeed, it will be better for everyone, because we all want to move around. I want to travel again. I need to travel around the world, different parts of the world again. And so I can't wait to travel. So I know I will have to get my vaccine at some point in time, just like everybody else. And but I'm saying, please wear a mask, and things are going to get back. I see things getting back to normal by next year, summer 2022. By spring of next year, things will feel a little much better compared to this year, but I still see a lot of disinformation. If this government, I've been saying that in all my other previous videos, if they could get this disinformation under control and we all on the same page, like Australia and Korea and all these other countries and stuff, that they're following the leaders in their countries and they're listening. But here we have too much disinformation, too much politics. So if we all be on the same page, I think things will be good. So I just want to tell you guys, peace, love, and blessings. You'll be hearing more from me. Please like, subscribe, share, and you'll be hearing more videos from me soon, especially on what I see is going to be happening coming up around the world, and in the USA and the Caribbean and different places. So definitely you guys going to see things going to get better, but we're going to go through a little rough patch for this summer. This is going to be the last summer, but I see still a lot of people are going to be getting sick again, because the biggest mistake I see that I believe that, and what I see the CDC, I think they should have never let people not wear masks because they take 2 shots. I think that is a big mistake. But I see the reason why they did it, because the business people, they want people to move around, they want people to feel like things are going to be back to normal. But I think they should tell people to still keep the mask. They should be wearing the mask still. But I think because of that, I think it's a big mistake. What I'm seeing, I see that people is not going to be wearing masks. And I see a lot of minority people, especially black folks, going to get discriminated because some restaurants will be asking, we asking for COVID-19 shots. So definitely, I see things. So things is going to happen. So peace out, and you guys need to follow your gut, listen carefully, and listen to your heart, follow your gut. But things are going to get better. But we're going to go through a little rough patch again, one more summer this year. It's not going to be as, it's going to be a little rough. It's going to be similar to last year, but we need to wear our mask, you know. So I'm just telling you guys what I'm seeing spiritually. Please wear a mask. But things is going to get better. But it's disinformation that I'm seeing is a problem that's going to keep us back. But the reason why they wanted the mask lift, because the restaurants need people in the restaurant. Mother's Day coming. Mother's Day is huge. You know, Mother's Day is one of the biggest weekends here when coming to restaurants. So you need people without the mask. When you look at it, as I say, money is the god. So anything to do with money, that would always come first. People's lives, you have to care for your own self. Basically, you on your own. I always tell people that, you know, you on your own. Can't depend on no government, no human being. You got is you and your family alone. That's it. And use common sense, you know. Don't try to listen to all kind of disinformation. But things is going to get better. So I just want to let you guys know things are going to get better. But we're going to go through a little rough patch again one more time. And by next year spring, things are going to look much more better. But a lot of people I see is not going to take the vaccine, and I think that the biggest mistake they make is by telling people they do not have to wear any masks in the open. So I'm seeing people not taking the COVID-19 shots, and will be mingling with people saying that they take the vaccines, and I think that's the biggest mistake I'm seeing. So let's pray and hope for the best. Peace out. Love you guys. Bye.